Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Tom Bush Volkswagen. They lent me this 2019 Volkswagen Atlas, which competes with the Hyundai Palisade, the Kia Telluride, and the Honda Pilot and the Ford Explorer vehicles in those segment. Volkswagen got rid of their Touareg model to bring out this model back in 2018 for the mid-size SUV segment. So I'm gonna show you guys the interior and the exterior and give you an overall overview of this vehicle, including test drive. Let's get into the review. Alright guys, you know me as always, I like to start off with the front of the vehicle. Now, I think this vehicle looks very beautiful, honestly. You know, it still has that Volkswagen corporate honeycomb grille, which, you know, is all throughout their lineup. LED headlights are going to be standard on all your trim levels. Volkswagen is one of the few brands who does this. You get LED turn signals and LED daytime running lights as well, which these are your turn signals and your daytime running lights as well. But you do get a incandescent fog light over here. Front parking sensors, as well. This vehicle does have rear parking sensors as well. You get a nice R-line badge to symbol to show the trim level. Now, this vehicle is very huge. I don't know if you guys can really, if I can put that in perspective for you guys. But look at it. It's big, it's long, it's wide. You're going to be able to fit your family in here pretty comfortable. Now, as we work our way over to the side of the vehicle, now. This vehicle is, like I said earlier, is very huge. Your overall length is going to be just over 198 inches long, and your wheelbase is going to be just over 117 inches long. Let's talk about this wheel design. I'm in love with it. It's a 5-spoke, 20-inch wheel, by the way, wrapped in your 255 50 series tire. This is going to be very easy to clean. You get a nice R-line symbol badge there, which is pretty good looking. And also you get an LED turn signal as well. Fuel tank capacity is going to be just over 18 gallons. But this vehicle, for its class, gets pretty competitive gas mileage. But we're going there once I pop that hood. Now the back of it looks pretty nice actually. It does have that nice Volkswagen look. You do get LED tail lights, full LED tail lights for your brake lights and your turn signals as well. I do like how Atlas is spelled out on the back here. That is pretty nice as well. V6 4MOTION, which is the 4MOTION is Volkswagen way of saying this is 4-wheel drive. And you do get those dual integrated exhausts that I'm not really a big fan of, but a lot of people are. You let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Towing package, this vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds. All right, so since you guys are gonna be having a family in this vehicle, that's the reason why you're gonna be purchasing it. You wanna know what the cargo room is like. So this vehicle does have a power lift gate from the key fob and from here. It also has the hands-free lift gate as well. Now, coming back here, you do get 3 rows, and then behind the third row, you get about 21 cubic feet of space. To fold these third row seats down, just flick this up. They're not power, you'll be able to flop those down like that. And with the third row down, you get about 55 cubic feet of space, and with the second row folded down, you get around 98 cubic feet of space. Under here, let's move this out of the way. Under here, you do get a little bit more storage with a cargo cover, and it comes with a trailer hitch with a jack. And underneath there, you do get a full-size spare tire, so you guys are not working with we're dealing with a fix-a-flat kit. Now, to fold these third row seats back up, all you do is just grab this little handle here, and it folds up easily. Same thing for the other side. And there you go right there. Now as you walk up to the vehicle, One thing I did notice that a lot of vehicles are not doing, like see, a lot of vehicles have the one touch with the sensor on the back for the front, but this one has it for the back as well, for the back passengers. That is pretty nice. I think a lot of car companies should start doing that. Just a nice feature to have. First impressions of this interior, mine has the all black interior, which at this trim level is the only option that you can get, but I think it looks pretty nice. Now you do get leatherette seats here that feels like leather. They're pretty bolstered as well. You do get 3-person memory seating, which a lot of the Volkswagen vehicles are doing that, which I like a lot. Power seats here for both driver and the passengers for the seats. Talk about materials on the door. This is some nice soft touch material. This is some plastic here with this fake wood trim, but it looks nice. They've tried. This is going to be your aluminum door handle. I do like how the window switches are one touch for all 4 windows. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. This is going to be your hard touch plastic with a button to open the trunk right there. Now we're on the inside of the vehicle to start the vehicle up. Put on the brake and start this bad boy up. Just like on a lot of their products, Volkswagen does have the virtual, the digital cockpit, which you can store 4 different driver profiles on here. It is a 10-inch display, all LCD except for what you see on the side with the temperature and the fuel. But there's a lot of different things you can do. It's all controlled on the steering wheel. This is how you scroll up and down. Over here is where you scroll through your settings. You can talk here, you press view. Over here, this controls your radio. This all controls your cruise control, which the vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. Steering wheel looks nice. It's leather wrap. You do get an R-line badge here. It's a 4-spoke. I'm going a little detail about the virtual cockpit right here. I do not have the SD card to show you the navigation on here. Unfortunately, I do apologize about that. But what you could do is you can bring your whole navigation screen onto this instrument panel here, which is pretty nice. You just press the view button. It brings you different settings, which brings up your speedometer, your tachometer as well. You press it again, then it'll bring up everything. You press it one more time, then it'll bring up like your settings here for your radio, your MPGs, what gear that you're in, and the trip as well. You scroll over, see your audio here. You can scroll where you have your sources. If you scroll over, vehicle status, you scroll down, okay, your driving data, you scroll down, you can see your range, your speed, oil temperature, economy, how you're doing on your fuel. You scroll back over, and you can just see different things right there. You see your assist systems, which does have lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, your rear cross traffic alert, your front assist as well, which is always active. Coming over here, these are your lights for your to control your headlights, your buttons to control your headlights. Down here is a nice feature that Volkswagen has where you can't open the hood while the door is closed. So that's also a nice feature there. Coming up here, you do get vanity lights. That is nice there. Close that. You do get a panoramic sunroof, which almost extends to the 3rd row. You can press this button here to control the sliding function by holding it, but I'm gonna keep mine open. This black glass does not open, only the front one. Coming down here, this is the 8-inch infotainment screen. It's pretty easy to use as well. What you can do is, like I said, I don't have the navigation on this vehicle because they don't have the SD card in here. But you can bring up your traffic, and that shows you things there. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your vehicle settings. This vehicle does not have the amber lighting that it has, but you can go in here and you can set different kind of settings, like for your lights, your assistive systems, how assistive you want them to be, your parking and maneuvering. So you can even your park pilot, you can even see how that works there. Your maneuver brake ring, your rear cross traffic alert. Press back. You can even go to your mirrors and wipers. Even for your doors, your instrument cluster, you can set that different ways. Right there by seeing here. Scroll down, you can adjust the time, what units, and even set your service, and it will tell you as well. Back over some. You go to your settings and your climate control, which brings up a nice digital of the vehicle. You can just press these buttons. You can control who gets what. Over here, you can adjust how fast it comes out of, where it comes out of. You can press down here. You can get down to the rear passengers. That is pretty cool as well. Your heat and steering wheel buttons is there. You can lock and lock the rear air conditioning controls so that your kids don't mess with them. Coming down here, you do have your heated seats with your dual climate control. This controls all your buttons for that. You do get your heated steering wheel, like I said. This controls your automatic stop and start function. Your hazard lights. Down here, there's no wireless charger, but you do get a USB and an aux cord and a 12 volts. 2 cup holders, which surprisingly, this vehicle has 17 cup holders. That's right, 17. Your electronic parking brake, your parking sensors, you can control that button here. There's an empty space here. This is not the top of the line trim level. There is a SEL premium. I have the SEL R line, but this one does come pretty well equipped. Your gear shifter here controls that 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's see what that reverse camera looks like. Graphics are pretty nice, actually. You know, you do get trajectory and rear parking sensors, like I said. You can go over here to menu, and it shows you how close you are getting to things. So if I back up, it will show me how close I'm getting to those pieces there. Even for the front. So that's a nice feature to have. Put in park, you do have your drive modes here. You do get different drive modes. You got your sport, your snow settings, your off-road, and you get an off-road custom. And you do get a normal mode as well. Then here you got decent storage with a USB port. Coming here, you got materials. You got your soft touch material with some faux stitching, but I think it really looks nice as well. This is some nice wood trim. There's not really wood, but they tried, so it looks nice. They got some plastic here. Your glove compartment is about the same size you get in other Volkswagen vehicles, so that's nice. Otherwise, this interior looks very nice. I'm very impressed with what they did here. One thing, when you turn the turn signal on, you do get that little indicator on the mirror, which I've never seen before. Blind spot monitoring on the mirror as well. But now we're gonna get in that back seat so I can show you what that's like, and that's what we're here for. All right, as we get into the back seat, as you can see, my vehicle does have the captain chairs, which are like a $700 option, but it does reduce the seating capacity from 7 to 6. You do get around 37 inches of leg room, so I'm gonna go ahead and step up in here. Oh, this seat here, I was just sitting in this seat, so this is a very nice and comfortable back here. I would definitely feel comfortable riding a long road trip. The floor is pretty flat down here because this is the all-wheel drive model. The seats feel comfy. These seats do recline, so you can recline them. Once I find the button here, they do recline, so you can just move them back like that. Not all the way though, but that's pretty nice. They do slide up and back, so that's nice. I'm sorry, up and down, forward and back. I'm sorry. Close the door here. You do get some manual rear sunshades, which are pretty nice. I can figure out how to put them back up there. Bam. For features, you do get, like I said, the passengers get their own climate controls here. You can set that here, set the temperatures, speed, off, the auto. You do get 2 USB ports, and you get a 115 volt as well. The panoramic sunroof does let a decent amount of sunlighting here, but I'm by a tree so I can get out the shade. But yeah, you guys really enjoy that. You do get some lighting here with a nice little door handle. The materials are just about the same as you get over here in the front door. You get an armrest here for the captain's chairs, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's a little bit small for my liking, but it's gonna be kids back here, so you don't have to really worry about that. Now let's get into that third row so we can see if I can fit back there. Another one of my big pet peeves is, if you're gonna buy a vehicle for your family, you want to know how you can get into the third row with a car seat. I have a kid, and you don't want to. A lot of vehicles have those seats where they do that freaking fold down and flop up motion. You won't be able to do that when you have a car seat. Volkswagen changes that. All you gotta do to get in the third row is just flick this up right here, and the seat just moves up, and you push it forward, and it gives you a nice opening back here to get in. So I'm gonna hop up in here. Volkswagen said you can fit adults back here, so I'm gonna slide all the way over. I have to move this thing because it's digging to my back. Now, as you can see, you get about 33 inches of leg room back here. This seat is not pushed all the way back, but you see up here, even if it's not, the person sitting in this seat will get some decent leg room. But for me, this is pretty comfortable. Surprisingly, this vehicle is pretty wide, and I do think Volkswagen should be able to, like, kind of make these seats smaller so you can fit 3 people across. But you only get 2. As far as features go, just get some cup holders and some storage over here. This is all hard touch plastic back here. No USB ports, surprisingly. But yeah, Volkswagen did a great job when it comes to making a thoroughbred that's adult friendly. To fold this back, all you gotta do is you can grab this, and you grab this little red handle. It can slide back, and you can just pull this lever again, and it just slides back just like that. So yeah, driving this Volkswagen Atlas, you guys see that I'm doing two-a-days for this car review because I just love what I do. Now, with this being a huge vehicle, it doesn't really feel that way in my opinion. I feel like I'm nice and nimble when I go through these turns and I drive. Doesn't seem too crazy. Very smooth as I'm going over these bumps. You see right here? That wasn't too bad. Going down a little dip here. That was pretty smooth. Visibility is very nice. These are some huge mirrors. But I expect it to be for something at this size. Okay, it puts the power down pretty well. I must say, I'm gonna put it in a sport mode setting. Okay, yeah, there we go. That loosened up that throttle a little bit. But you know, this is not no Dodge Durango SRT or nothing, so you're not gonna be, trying to go 0 to 60 in 5 or 4 seconds. These turns, and it's gripping the corners quite well. These 20-inch wheels. I do recommend getting the V6 model because you just want that assurance. The vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds, but only in the V6 model setting. I know some of you guys may be towing some things, so just keep that in mind when you're buying this vehicle. All the safety features work pretty well. The blind spot, it's been working quite well. The lane keep assist when I was using it. The adaptive cruise control, that works pretty well. For the overall summary of this 2019 Volkswagen Atlas SEL R-Line V6 with the 4MOTION, I think it's a very nice vehicle. One thing, because Volkswagen, they got rid of the Volkswagen Touareg and they came up with something bigger. And this competes with the Kia Telluride, the Hyundai Palisade, the Ford Explorer, the Hyundai Pilot, those vehicles in those segments. You get a lot of interior room in here for the second and the third row passengers. You can see when I got back there, I was able to fit pretty comfortably. That's something that gives these families a nice peace of mind, because they want to have enough space to fit all their family members without paying for like a minivan or anything like that. You do get a nice hefty abundance of features, and I think the overall design of this thing is very nice. It drives well, it handles well, and it's going to just make you guys really happy when you decide to buy this thing, in my opinion. Let's talk about pricing. Now, the Volkswagen starts around just over $33,000. This one here, the SEL R-Line with the V6 and with the 4MOTION with the 4-wheel drive, this one comes around about $48,000. There is a trim that's higher than this, was the SEL Premium, but I think this is one that's gonna satisfy all its customers right here. Let's talk about warranties. Like I said, my previous videos for the Volkswagen has one of the best warranties when it comes to bumper to bumper. 6 year, 72,000 miles for the bumper to bumper. Also is 6 year, 72,000 miles for your powertrain. You also get roadside assistance as well. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. If you like what I'm doing and you see more of this, please tune in, hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and leave any criticism that you may like. As always, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Put it back in park. Vacuum seal. Put it now as we get into the Now as we get into the back seat of this Volkswagen, Now here, back here, you get around. Let me check those numbers. The Volkswagen has really hit it on the hill. I mean, the Volkswagen's really hit the nail on the head when it. The overall summary of this Volkswagen. Overall, oh shit.